So the plan for today is that I really want to go out to the garden centres to get some stuff to plant up in the garden, and I would really like to find some pots and some other secondhand things that I can make work in the garden as well. It's really hard to find them in the charity shops, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to go have a look. I think the best luck I have is at car boot sales, garden sales, and sometimes antique stores tend to have stuff like that, but I'm not going to give up hope. I'm going to try. We want to go back to that big charity shop, the warehouse one that's on the island, and there's a couple of things that we're looking for the house. So if we find them, great. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. We can wait. When I went there in a previous video, I said, should I go back and bring you guys with me? You said yes, so we're going to go back and check that out and a couple of other stores.
Before we get going, just a quick word about today's video sponsor, Linea, who have kindly supplied me with a few of their beautiful jewellery pieces to put the finishing touches on today's outfit. Linea make jewellery with luxury standards, but they price their pieces extremely affordably for their quality level. I'm a firm believer that if I'm buying something new, I want to invest in jewellery and accessories that will stand the test of time rather than tarnish quickly with a few wears, and Linea delivers on their promise to make gorgeous pieces that last. I love that they use sustainable materials like recycled gold and silver. Their commitment to sustainability feels really genuine and makes me feel really confident as a consumer. They only use the highest quality of materials and conflict-free lab-grown diamond, which is actually something that we made sure to invest in when we bought our wedding rings last year too. Their pieces are so beautiful and dainty, they make me feel like such a princess when I wear them, and it feels so special to have a piece that feels very luxurious but at a fraction of the cost of luxury jewelry.
I am obsessed with these earrings. I think this is going to be my new setup. I tend to find a couple of earrings I like and then I don't stray from them ever. I love that the hoop hugs my ear perfectly. I've got a little bit of bling with this one right here. The ring is so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this. I picked this one out because I think it goes really well with my wedding rings. I tend to wear a lot more gold in the summer and silver in the winter, so with my wedding rings we went for champagne gold, so I think they go pretty well with everything, and they look lovely with this ring and the tennis bracelet, which I'm obsessed with. I love bracelets. I think they're so beautiful, but I never really go to wear them because I take them off pretty quickly because they're always dangling and they're in like something that I'm doing, or I just notice that they're there all the time. But this one is so dainty, like I can't feel that it's there. I know it's late in the year, but I'm going to start a resolution. I'm going to be wearing this instead of hair ties around my wrist. Mark my words, you will not see another hair tie around this wrist.
You can check out Linea by clicking on the link below and use the code Hermione if you would like an exclusive discount. Thank you guys for watching.
Now let's get ready to head out and see what the rest of the day has in store for us.
I love sharing little snippets of the island with you guys because it kind of helps me romanticize my hometown and view it in a very different way when I'm filming it. So I hope you guys like it as much as I do when I show you a little bit of where we're going. This place is called Cowes and it's a really cute little town with lots of independent shops and boutique shops. So if you're in the area, come check it out. Also, if you're on the island and you get the chance, you absolutely have to try these tomatoes. They are the best tomatoes I've ever had. A little bit spenny, but worth every penny.
Whoa. Oh my god. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. As a little drive up, the garden, the wisteria, future home. Yeah.
Hayley and I love being delusional when we look in the windows of estate agents, but you never know, maybe one day. We also want to come back and go to this Mexican restaurant when it's open. It looks amazing. The menu was, oof, looked so good.
Hayley, look at that little window. I want it.
I did a very good job of not getting distracted by all the little shops and antique stores today. As much as I love them, I'm trying not to spend too much. I'm just focusing on what I need for the garden. But now it's time to go and have a picnic with all the little bits that we picked out.
Look, it's me and you.
Yeah.
Who do you think's me? The one in the pink, right? No, that's me. So much for a beach picnic. Oh, my dream house by the sea. A girl can dream. Oh.
We had such a lovely picnic. It was wonderful, but unfortunately it was quite late in the day at this point. I'd spent all morning editing and filming for videos and time just slipped away, and unfortunately the charity shop was closed on the way back, so we have to go the next day. But we did end up stopping in Sainsbury's to get our groceries. I couldn't help but look at all the little stuff that they have. I love the habitat section. It gets me every time. Trying to be very reserved, but I can still have a look. Back at it for day 2. Let's actually get the stuff that we came here for.
She got it. Let's get some plants and some slabs. We made it. Look, there it is, the storeroom, and they have some plants outside. Let's go have a look.
This charity shop is incredible. It's ginormous. Like, I can't truly show you with the videos how big it is. You have to visit it if you come to the island. But today, unfortunately, we didn't really find anything. There are a few things I'm looking for, potentially a kitchen island or a wardrobe for our bedroom, but it's not really that high on the list, so we're definitely going to wait it out to find what we really want.
This one's so good. Look at that. When we have our French chateau, we'll have one like that. Oh, yeah. Wow. That one's $75.
As I mentioned last time, this place is amazing. It's a regular charity shop, but they do a referral for people in the community that really need the extra help to give them a discount on their furniture. I think that's such a good thing, and more charity shops should start taking note, because some charity shops have got incredibly expensive recently, and I worry that they're gonna start pricing out the people that really need to use them. I just think it's amazing that they have this option for those who really need it, as well as just, you know, your regular charity shop goers like us. Anything that helps keep furniture away from landfill as well is also a big win.
Oh, wow.
That's really cool.
Those are really cool. I could fix that cane, but we don't need them. Someone else will love them.
Yeah.
They have so many tables. Oh, Hayley, look at this one. It's like a checkerboard. It's a shame we don't really need anything, because it's more fun when you need to find something. I haven't found anything yet.
Well, I did. We just can't get it.
We don't have the space. We just got a coffee table
Yeah.
that somebody had to go back and get.
It was well worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually kind of chilly today. Not what I had in mind. I really hope that the wind is not going to be a problem because my microphone is not working again. Let me show you what we're working with, but I want to preface this by saying I've been working on other sections of the garden. So now the patio area has kind of taken a backseat and it just got a little messy. Here we go. This is the patio. There's quite a few little leaves to clean up here. The hose is a mess. Been using this bench as a table, which is not a good idea. So I need to clean that and put some cushions out. It's Hayley's hammock and the dog's beds. I've got a lot of things I want to plant, prune, and tidy up around here. And I bought this trellis to go in that little section to tidy that up. This is kind of cute. Okay, so this was a little stick that I found in one of those pots over there, and it grew a little leaf. So I put it in here and it's growing, and you'll never guess what this is. This is a baby oak tree. So I'm going to have to find a place to plant it very soon because it will get too big for this pot. But how cool is that? But yeah, as you can see, a little tidy up could be done over here. I've got some things I want to install, like the trellis, and I took your opinions from the patio video and I got some marquee lights. So I want to put them up somehow on the brick wall and space them across this area to brighten it up a bit. Not gonna lie to you guys, we actually haven't used the patio much as an area where we sit or do anything, because other than the 1 hour of the day that we're in right now, there isn't much sunlight here. This big tree blocks it all off, so it gets a bit chilly and we use the rest of the garden way more. But I would like to make it a bit more inviting, and I think it could be somewhere that we could use more in the evening. So with the lights, I think that could make it a lot more usable. Let me show you a quick haul of the things I got yesterday. A very small haul because I didn't find what I wanted, but we got a few things. This is what we got. Picked up this little laurel. I already have one like this in the back of the garden, but I really like the coloration on it, and it was $4.99. So excited to put that in a pot. We also have a climbing hydrangea, Petiolaris. Not gonna hold my breath that this will flower this year, but I think it's got some good growth on it, so I'm going to try and train it to grow up this wall and cover that section. We'll see. Might have to add something else to the mix as well, but it's a good start. And then I've also got this duo of blackberries that Hayley picked out because she loves blackberries. They were half price, so they were like $4.99. As you can see, not in the best condition, so we got to do some work to perk them up a little bit. But maybe in a year or two, we'll have a blackberry tree. I also got these things. This is some lawn edge that I'm going to try out. I've got a few areas in the front garden and a little bit in the back garden that I kind of want to keep a bit tidier. I don't know if that's going to work. I got a big terracotta pot. That was $5.99. I do prefer when they're like old and scruffy, but apparently you can put some Greek yogurt on it and it will make it look dusty and old pretty quickly. And last but not least, I got a proper large watering can because I need this for adding some plant food and lawn food that I can't use with just the hose. I've been using the little tiny watering can for my houseplants, so that's a good investment. Okay, let's get started. I actually don't know where to begin. I want to do the trellis, but I need Hayley's help, so I'm going to ask her to help me with that later. Perhaps I can just prep that area and get it ready and we'll plant some of these up. Let's do something about these. There is some ivy growing over here, but I'm not going to deal with it because it's growing on next door's shed. So I don't want to do anything that would structurally cause any problems. As long as it's not touching our shed brick wall, I think we're fine. But if it's on the wall, I'm taking it off. It also gives us a nice little bit of privacy. So anyway. How did that grow so quickly? We just did this. I've used a little bit of weed killer, but I do not like using weed killer unless I absolutely have to, and this thing keeps coming back. I've tried vinegar, I've tried boiling water, not working. I only use the weed killer here because it's high up and the dogs can't get at it, but I really don't like using weed killer. I don't think it's very good for your health. If anyone has any recommendations of safe weed killers that I can use moving forward, please let me know. A bit later, I'm gonna get Hayley to help me fix this in place. But that looks marginally better, right? Wait, remember when I put all of those like bamboo or the reeds, that like long thing of whatever that was, that looked so bad. I'm not doing that again. Over here, I've got my baby oak tree and we've got 2 hostas. They look like this. My nan just gave them to me, but as you can tell, they have been eaten alive by the slugs in her garden. Her garden's full of slugs, mine's full of spiders. I don't know what's worse, probably the slugs. I've been getting Hayley to save her coffee grounds from her morning coffee, and we're gonna put it around the edge of the plant in the soil and hope, fingers crossed, that it keeps the slugs away. I planted this up and I'm hoping for the best that it will grow a bit this season. I put it behind me where this spiky plant was. I moved quite a lot of these pots around multiple times to get them in the right place. We finally got a layout that I like enough for the time being.
Oh, heavy.
And then I moved on to tidying up all of these leaves. These leaves are the bane of our existence. There's so many of them all over the garden. We clean them up and they immediately drop again. Other than that, it was just time to do some other cleaning tasks around the garden. Here I've got 2 foxglove plants. They were £1 at a garden market. They need to go into a flower bed, but we don't have a suitable one right now. So I'm going to plant them in here for this summer and then move them when they get a bit bigger next year. I filled the bottom of this with some gravel for drainage and let's hope for the best. I just feel very bad for them in these little pots. I always forget they're on the windowsill. Oh, I've made a horrible mess. When I cut back the laurel earlier this day, I kept a couple of shoots from the new growth that looked like they could be good candidates for propagation. I haven't tried this before with anything that's not a houseplant, and I borrowed this rooting powder from my nan's house. So I'm just dipping them in the rooting powder, planting them in some old pots, and hoping for the best. Got a few more cleaning projects that I've got to do to get this garden spick and span, so let's get on with those. I don't know why I went out twice to run errands and still forgot to get the hooks for this project, but I found a few in the cupboard under the stairs. I'm still missing a couple, so I had to tie some of these a little precariously. I'm going to come back and make them all perfect. I'm going to hang a couple of them higher if I can, but still, I'm very pleased with how the lighting situation turned out. You'll have to wait till the end of the video because I show this in the evening as well, and oh my gosh, I wish I could capture on camera how magical it feels in the garden now. but nothing will ever feel like the real thing. But just thank you guys for recommending that I do this. It made such a difference. And now this little grassy section of the garden, I'm not focusing on in this video, so it's still going to be messy at the end, but I'm going to tackle it very soon. I did think it was a good idea to go in and clean the table off, though. It's covered in mortar and bird poo, so that's nice. Also, I found this little lantern at a car boot sale for £4 the other day. What a bargain. Hey guys, we are done for the day. I really want to show you what this looks like because it looks really good. So let me take a step back. Patio is now completely tidy and all of the plants look so much better. There's more space for them. I've picked up all the leaves. Trimming back this laurel has made a huge difference too. I think this will give these plants a bit more light. I'm excited for this plant to trail up here, but I reckon I could try and get honeysuckle in as well. So we'll see. This is nice and clean. I've put my DIYs here. That's ready for when I want to put the lamp back together. That's having a hard time because the sun's going down. And the best thing that we've done is added these marquee lights, thanks to you guys for the suggestion. I'm very excited to see how they look later on. And then there's this section, which I'm not going to do in today's video. I'm going to come back in tomorrow with Hayley. We're going to rake up all these leaves, scarify, plant lawn seed, all the works. But I did give the table and chairs a quick wipe. And my little car boot sale find, this lantern, looks so good there. So yeah, I'm going to turn my attention to this ASAP. But for now, this is the patio. Let me check back in with you when the lights are on. And I think that's it. We're going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed gardening with me and just running some errands. Sometimes it's nice to do a little vlog in between like all the sections that I'm making over. If you have any more recommendations for me for the rest of the garden or this section, it's always a work in progress. Please leave them in the comments down below. Let me know if you're doing any gardening this summer as well. How's your garden coming along? And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.